Hi there guys, welcome to another YouTube video from Ross Perry Productions. Well, the guys at AUXITO have actually reached out to me again. Hopefully some of you managed to see my previous video on the H4 direct replacement bulb. So AUXITO have reached out to me and they've actually asked me to take a look at their newer product in the series. Still a direct replacement for the H4, but it's slightly different and it does have a decoder in line. So we'll take a look at that just in a second. Slightly different format for you today. I'm actually going to show you the headlight on the table, show you how to fit it up close. We'll obviously unbox the products and have a look at it along with the instructions and the specifications. I'll quickly fit it to the car, but I've no need to show you that really. And then we'll do a bit of a road test and conclusion at the end. So let's start by unboxing the new product. Like I said, this is AUXITO's Y13 and it is a direct replacement for the H4 bulb, and it also comes with a decoder. So the packaging itself, very well presented. Just on the back there you've actually got the product specifications, which I'll go through with you right now. So product specifications: operating voltage is DC 12 volts to 24. I do believe these ones here are just 12 volts, but we can have a look at that. IP rating IP67. Light source module is LMP. The colour temperature of the bulb itself is 6,500 Kelvin, which is actually the same as the previous bulb from AUXITO I have reviewed. Operating temperature is -40 Fahrenheit to +176 Fahrenheit. Operating life is 50,000 hours, and the housing material is aviation grade aluminium. So like I say, box really well presented, really well packaged. You don't have to worry about it coming in the post at all. It should be fine. Open the box up. And then inside we have some cable ties and some O-rings. I'll show you what they're for in just a second. But it's really nice that they've actually thought about this and given you those in case you don't have any in your garage. You've got a product manual which actually has instructions on how to fit the unit as well. It does go over a couple of models, so a couple of different models with a couple of different installation methods, and then it repeats the product specification there. And then I believe somewhere in here there should be, there you go, got the warranty page there. So it's a 24-month warranty from time of purchase, and it says how to register there as well. So handy that they actually give you that little booklet. And now this is how the lights come presented. So I'll just take one out for you. The first thing you'll notice is they're very solid, very well made. Even the decoder itself is pretty solid and feels like it could be resin sealed. It's got the standard H4 plug on the end there, but it's very different to our direct replacement, which we reviewed before, or obviously your original H4 bulb, which you will see is a lot thinner. But they've actually thought about it. Now I was a bit worried when I got this, and we'll look at this in just a second with the light, but I was pretty worried that the rubber that goes on the back that makes the watertight seal, I actually didn't think would be able to fit over the bulb. But this is where it's pretty clever. So the bulb actually has a removable ring. So you put that ring onto the light fitting, which we'll do in just a second, and then you actually position the bulb back into it, and that allows you to keep this rubber seal. So let's actually take the old one out and then put the new one in. So here we have the three different types of bulb: the standard H4 halogen bulb, the standard type direct replacement from AUXITO, and then the new Y13 H4 replacement with decoder. And as you can see right down here, I've got a pretty standard 7-inch halogen H4 headlight. This is actually from my 2009 Jeep. Not a standard headlight for the car, but it fits and works fine. As you can see, we've got the water seal on the back there. So this is what I was saying. I was originally worried that the water seal wouldn't actually seal around this, but now we know that we can actually remove that bezel. We should be able to fit it fine. So let's just do a full test fit. So taking off the water seal, exposing the clips, which is pretty standard for how the H4 is held into a headlight. Pull it out, and then that is the other AUXITO H4 replacement. Now I've actually been using these since the video that I made previously, and I've not had any problems with them. Actually really like them. For this video I'm going to put the standard H4 back in, which is obviously super simple, just to drop in, flip back and do the same. So I'm actually going to be comparing the Y13 back to a standard halogen bulb. So let's just see how it fits. So at the moment you've got the cable going down and then the top slightly wider notch at the top. So we'll just put that in, fits perfectly, but like I say, we're going to have to take it out of the cradle or out of the bezel, so we can fit that in first, like so. So we just drop that straight in, putting the two clips across. Now this is actually where I'm going to put my water seal back on. So just making sure it goes around the outside of the bezel, like so. And then also note where the top was, so you know which way to put it in. And as you can see around the outside there, that's the two O-rings that we've got replacements for as well. So now you can just simply push in the light like so. And that's it. That's now fitted to a standard 7-inch halogen light fitting. So what we do now is we'll go and test it on the road. Like I say, I'll test it against the standard H4 halogen bulb and we'll see how it goes. Okay then guys, we're now out in the 2009 Jeep Wrangler with the standard halogen bulbs in, and we're actually about 4 meters away from the garage door here. So this is the halogen bulbs on dipped beam and on main beam. Now driving down a fairly built up area with the standard halogen bulbs. Now driving down an unlit motorway with the halogen bulbs on dipped beam and main beam. We're now driving down a country lane with the halogen bulbs on dipped beam and main beam. So we're now out for road test part 2 with the AUXITO Y13 LED bulbs in the car. So this is the car about 4 meters from the garage on dipped beam and main beam. Dipped beam and main beam. So I'll just go out and drive the same roads I did with the halogen bulbs, and I'll try and compare them the best I can. So we're now driving on a built up area, well lit roads. So you can't actually notice too much different here. Maybe the road signs are a little bit brighter. And you can also see it's lighting up the cars to the left quite a lot more. We're now driving down an unlit motorway on dipped beam and full beam. We're now driving down a country lane unlit on dipped beam and full beam. We're now parked down a dark country lane on dipped beam and full beam. Okay, so that concludes my video on AUXITO's Y13 H4 direct replacement LEDs. Hopefully the video out in the car done the bulb justice, because they are incredibly bright, much brighter than the standard halogen bulbs. May be hard to see that on video, but take my word for it, they really are. As far as easy to install, they're direct replacement through and through. The only thing I would say is they're a little bit deeper than the standard fitting, so you just have to make sure on your car that there is enough space behind to allow for the fan to sit there. As far as brightness goes, these are said to be 16,000 lumens. The previous AUXITO bulbs I've tested were only 12,000 lumens, but it's hard to kind of see the difference between the two unless you have a light meter. But then saying that, the standard halogen bulbs are said to only be about 1,500 lumens. So you imagine this is almost 10 times the brightness. The range on the main beam, I would say, is absolutely phenomenal. It's like, you know, you could see much further than you could with a standard halogen. please check out the range, the entire range on AUXITO.com. There is a link down in the description as well as a discount code if you want to check them out. Please use my discount code, it supports my channel as well. So check that out. If you do have any questions on the products at all, feel free to just ping them down the bottom or use my email address. I'm more than happy to spend some time answering the questions for you. If you found this video helpful or interesting, please give me the thumbs up. Check out some of my other videos and subscribe to my channel.